Chelsea because actually, hang on.
I don't think Chelsea's in a... No, Chelsea's dead. I don't think Chelsea wanted to go for that one there. That was very questionable, and that's first blood to IG. We talked about how important this bot lane is. Xiaoyu got himself the... He's proven us wrong. He's now ahead.
Yeah, like, you can usually go for these sorts of engagements kind of level 4, level 5 with the Ziggs, because you end up with the satchel charge, which can provide even more CC, and there's just such a long period of time where you're not really able to do anything. The root is next to nothing, right? It's like 0.75 seconds. That's not enough time to actually do anything in the lane, and you see it there now. Hacker trying to see if he can fix things.
Yeah, he flashed over the wall. They need to try and make something work for them. There's a flash satchel start. Good response from Ultra Prime. Hacker recognizing they needed to try and get this Aphelios back down into the ground.
I'd be surprised if he went for the full Hex Drinker. A lot of times what you see for mid laners are into kind of lane bullies like the Orianna, you just get them the mantle but bot side.
Oh, great grand entrance. They have no flashes on either of these carries. Xiaoyu picks up his second kill. Xiaoxi underneath the turret should be able to be keeping grand entrance, but now with the Mega Inferno Bomb, you'll be able to use that to clear the way. But Shun is saying, I don't care. I'm going to keep going for this. He flashes away. They actually miss all the ultimates, but it doesn't matter. Elf will fall. Xiaoxi will, actually Shun, I would say, will take away his own life for that dive, but another 2 kills over to Xiaoyu. And again, IG are capitalizing on the spot side.
Yeah, IG being able to burn the flash once more. With no vision, it makes it really hard to spot out where Lucas is. So rightfully, Ultra Prime see if they can land some poke, but not able to. And flash forward.
Flash forward. It wasn't even a flash forward. It was just a gale force as he goes in. Xiaoxi now in a lot of trouble. Will have his ult, or excuse me, his W to keep him nice and tanky. But pincer here, so poke from 2 sides. Not landing any of it just yet. Zika just gets jumped on, pops down the mist, and tries to keep himself alive. Xiaoyu takes a lot of damage. They jump straight down onto ZS, and he's caught out between a rock and a hard place. Gets kicked back. He will end up losing his life, as now we can see them using the package just to get themselves away. Hacker taking a lot of damage. Lucas uses the quickness to find out the Ziggs, but with the package separating everybody else, it's not going to be enough to try and get them to kill off that one. They will trade 1 for 1 still.
Had some gold. Zika's actually been doing a really good job of keeping himself in control. So honestly, I think when it starts to come towards these next dragons, I think he... Oh, Yukai.
Okay, Yukai going to use the shockwave to keep himself out and alive, but the wind becomes lightning. They crack down with him some thunder. Nicely done there by Ultra Prime, and this is the thing I'm talking about. If you're able to find these picks, the poke just becomes obnoxious, and you can't really deal with this damage from the Corki. You have to try and find a hard engage with Lucas or with Shun, otherwise this team fight just... Take probably a tier 2 in this bot side. They're going to try and jump onto Elk right now, who's in a lot of trouble, forced to flash away, but he's ticking down. Ignite, is it good enough? Yes, it is. But they're going to try and make this fight won't work for them now. They're going to use the Solar Flare right down on the Xiaoyu. It's a trade of 80 carries, but ZS now hunting, looking to see if he can find Lucas, and he will. That's a trade back of kills. Ultra Prime finding themselves a 2 for 1 advantage in that mid lane skirmish.
I'm not going to lie. Rock in the hard place, and this is what we're talking about, right? Ultra Prime having the contest. There's Lucas.
I mean, I like the idea because he burns the package away. The TP's going to come in. Lucas, though, has no quickness and is about half HP. They're going to jump onto Hacker, who has to use the Crescent Guard. There's the Mega Inferno Bomb, and you can see these health bars are getting very, very low. But on the side of Ultra Prime, they're healthy. They just need to land rockets, land accelerated shock blast. It's enough to dissuade IG. IG do not feel comfortable going for this. They're going to try and maybe look for a steal right now. But Yukai walking way too far forward, leads into the Dragon Pick. Can he get the steal? No, he cannot. And he will die for his sins. Now you can see the pings and the rush straight away towards that Baron.
Yes.
Ways of disengaging here from Ultra Prime. As I say that, they're going to flash in with the center plate, go in with the Mega Inferno Bomb. Brian is here. He's going to use the package down and just try and disengage and get himself set up. The shockwave is good, but not good enough. And now the fight can really go in favor of this Aphelios. The String, if they can keep pushing forward. No Crescent Guard. Hacker goes golden, but I don't think that's going to do a lot for him. This is a 4v4 out of nowhere in the mid lane because the top laners were bot side.
Yeah, but the big problem was Chelsea engaged. You want to play it patient.
We're going to have to go straight back into the live replay as we're going to look to see exactly where Baron's going down. Yep, they get it. Hacker wasn't there. Hacker was dead. And now IG catapult themselves right back into this game. They've got the 2 objectives they wanted, and then they can reset themselves back on the map.
Yeah, running away though. Ultra Prime trying to see if they can catch folks. That's not the backing area.
Oh, dearie me. They're going to try and see if they can get out Xiaoyu with Lucas, but they're all pushing forward. ZS now in a little bit of trouble. It needs to be very, very careful. They need to trade this. Got very, very close, but it wasn't able to be done in the end. Shockwave is good, but it's not going to be the trade. Risky for the side of IG, but it's high risk, high reward to get yourself an Ocean Soul. Here we go. They're going to try and maybe go with this in the Moonlight Vigil. Go straight in on the backside. Lucas is the first to fall to trade. Supports the Dragon, sitting there idly saying, does no one want to take me? Does no one want to kill me off? And now he's going to go back to his house and try and maybe get himself reset. They go in. There is the soul point there for IG. They get themselves the Ocean Soul. And now can Xiaowu turn this fight around? I think he can. He will get the snipe down there onto the Jason now. 4 versus 2. It looks like IG are happy to reset, get themselves and get their lanes back in order.
And that's pretty much game now.
So frustrated. They're the embodiment of how we feel. They want this game to end right now. There's going to be the quickness used down the Hacker, but he's not the one they want. They're actually going straight onto Elk, so he's dead and buried. But Xiaowu gets caught out. As I say, the Hacker no longer has any more cooldowns and will go into GA status. They lose the Gwen, so it's a 1-for-2 trade in favor of IG. But the Baron's still very much available here for Ultra Prime. Shun does find a kick, but not exactly the target he wanted. And now the poke can really come in. Goes Golden, trying to keep himself alive. Yukai seeing if he can do something here. They will take out the Corki. That's the big carry you wanted to kill, but the Aphelios has been traded back. Xiaoxi will fall, and now they're going to try and see if they can catch out ZS. He is just taking up a little bit of honey fruit and will poke back as well. I don't think they're going to be able to catch him. He should be able to get himself
Deep vision there, and Ultra Prime need to try and do it.
See what they want to go for. They are going to try and go in now with Shun to get with the quickness as well. Package has been used. Everyone goes golden. Xiaoxi is dead, but Shun is as well. And this is looking very bad all of a sudden for IG. They got 3 carries with huge health bars, but they just couldn't get into the fight. And they're going to have to try and 50-50 this Baron. I don't know if they can.
I don't think they had to 50-50 this, and Hacker's just going to steal it if it gets too low.
Yeah, Hacker now in the pit. He's going to try and go 1-for-1. He's going to use the Crescent Guard to get himself disengaged. He goes down. There it is. Elder Drake, IG just pulled the trigger on something they didn't need to do, but I will say the Jace is now dead. Zika trying to see if he can make this Gwen work. Oh my god, the damage. He will take out the Corki just as he comes back from GA, but there's not really much else he can do. They know that it's going to be a little bit of time. There we go. They're going to try and use a Shredder's Revelry to get in on top of any of these carries. Hacker is not really the guy you want, though, right now. Look at the 2 carries on Ultra Prime. It's Elk and Cryan just free-firing on the back end. Nothing you can do here, and you're just going to die. It's a clean ace. IG had to do something. They did, but it ends up being their loss. Ultra Prime will take us to a first-game victory after 43.5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, not clean from either side, very back and forth, and Ultra Prime eventually find those fights that are working in their favor with the scaling coming through on their side, but messy fights, messy setups, and I mean...
No, he's dead. He's dead. Nothing he can do. Knocked up, taken down. Who they're going to donate this one over to? It's going over to the Xayah. That is a great start there for the bot. See how this bot lane goes. Lucas and Xiaoxi going to have to go into this. They're going to go straight on to Xiaowu, and they say, we do not care about anything you do or say. We are going to keep taking these solo kills. We are getting revenge for game 1.
It's been a while since we've seen the Xayah Rakan, but Xayah Rakan still insane.
Available. Elk is being corralled in. They're going to use a TP, and this is going to be the cleanse used as well. He gets the feathers to jump back as Lucas will fall. They can't take out Elk. Yes, they can, but it's traded back 2-for-1. Ultra Prime wise to the tricks. Yeah. He's not going to die, I hope. As that's Riddick doing damage. He's dead. The Ignite's going to be enough. Tick, tick, boom. And that is another kill going over to this bot.
Yeah, one bot.
Oh. Yeah, there is a flash and a heal. They are going to get the 1 and 2 out of him as they go forward with the feathers, drag him back. Hacker picks up a kill. They know exactly what they need to do and where they need to be doing it. Cryan now going to use the package here onto Shun just to try and defend his blue buff. But here comes ZS with the flash belly bop into the explosive cast. Very nicely set up there by the subtle energy.
The Cataclysm in, you got Xiaoxi behind. ZS does die to Zika, so finally IG getting something back on the map with the solo kill in Zika's first series.
Nicely done, but oh dearie me, speaking of solo kill, they don't know which one is the right one, but it does not matter as Xiaoxi picks himself up another kill, 3-0 and 4 on that Rakan.
Attack on Titan size if he wants to do anything.
They're going to get the TP coming in. That's going to be LeBlanc joining, but too little, too late. Not really a lot else you can do, and that's a big teleport cooldown down. Look at for pretty much full pressure on bot side. The Xiao Ji gets cataclysmed upon. You've no flash. You've no way of leaving. God, man, this is... I feel like this is just bullying at this point.
I mean, why you gotta make it sad?
I gotta be real about it. Well, they're gonna try and make this very real for ZS as he's in underneath tower. Zika will take a couple of tower shots as they go into it, but Showski is here. I don't think they're gonna go for a full real engage, and yeah, great explosive cast. They try and jump on top of him. Lucas will go golden as ZS flashes away. He will finally fall. It's a good dive here from the side of IG as they try and find Showski as well. These health bars are low. No one else really joining him, and he will get himself over the wall with the grand entrance. It's still only a 1 for none. While that was happening, Yukai blew his flash with a TP available for a ZS, and Cryan very much doing a lot of damage as he goes in with the package very aggressively, has to flash away. It just wasn't coordinated, but they're just so far ahead that I don't think it's going to really matter. There's the quickness coming out. As we can see, Shun now taken down. They will get the TP in from ZS as well. So despite it being a very scuffed engage, they're just too far ahead. Ultra Prime will take themselves a turret and a hell of a lot more gold.
Yeah, but like, give Zika the chance, because, well, Zika
no
doesn't have a chance there.
No chance there. He's just didn't realize there was Sorelda's grudge there onto Elk, so Elk's able to slow him down, which gives enough of an opportunity here for the Rakan to make move, and then 20 seconds almost on the dot. They're going to go for Baron, and yeah, honestly, a miracle steal here. It's a bit of a flip. I actually don't like this from Ultra Prime, but they're trying to just force IG into corralling around them so they can put down damage.
You don't have the quickness, which means that you can try and get some poke, but honestly the poke is kind of negligible, and it's Ultra Prime who's getting the Baron and dealing more damage as well. Yukai goes in, Hacker!
I mean, Hacker's almost dead here. They're going to jump straight at the Shun, though, who's as well almost dead. They're going to try and see if they can make this one work. Hacker, though, will die. The Gragas will fall as well as they go straight in. Elk is so aggressive right now. He will need to run away, though, as there comes Zika as he tries to jump straight on top of him. The LeBlanc trying to do so much, but Elk is just too damn big. They will get the Arcane Shift out, and the Corky Rocket from downtown does solidify that team fight win. It is going to be Yukai trying his very best to find the bush to TP into to try and get himself away, but honestly, I think he's just dead. He's not even going to waste the cooldown. He knows that he's going to die regardless. Yep, there it is. Boom. Ace coming out for Ultra Prime and the Baron.
I appreciate that Yukai decided to go for the joust. An honorable death there, where he runs head first into Hacker who's coming the other direction. It's just unfortunate that he got knocked off the horse. And now, Ultra Prime start to push in top. Baron
Side of IG as we can see Luke.
Oh no!
I'm on the highway to hell. He was not having a good time there. Now we can see the greatness coming in as Elk tries to go in and tries to follow up with the rest of his team, but without his flash, he's just a little bit slow. Wait for him. He's full of money and chocolate as he now tries to crack open the base. They get themselves the inhibitor. They still have the Baron. Ultra Prime going to be keeping themselves up in the standings ahead of the rest of the pack of the bottom as they are looking to try and solidify themselves a 2-3 scoreline.
Yeah, I mean, one more kill going over onto Zika. Towers are here. Baron is up, and after that long game number 1, IG and Ultra Prime bring us back on time with a quick game number 2.
I think I speak for everybody when I say great that Ultra Prime came out absolutely swinging. Never put Elk on.
Either instead of opting in to double down on this advantage that Doggo and Chris have already found. Way.
Cataclysm hits 2 people. Yu Yanjia doesn't have the ulti, and Boy up the creek without a paddle. First blood over the Aphelios, and Doggo gets another. We howled for him when we talked about him. Over Uzi. Who's Uzi?
Yeah, Way already preparing to set up for playing around bot lane, all split long. Doesn't matter if it's Uzi, doesn't matter if it's Doggo.
Keep his verdict for now as Wei does the same at the bottom side, and we're about to rinse and repeat this one. Where's the dog? He's behind enemy lines, or at least behind the turret for now. Wei's just soloing this out. Lethal tempo Jarvan burning down iBoy, the dunk! Not enough iBoy flashes, but Wei gets it in the end with the flag. Fofo came through. He flashed for that Wei, you monster.
Wei was saving it for an opportune time. It actually was.
Fofo might have a bit of trouble here. Loyan on the way. Predator's already been used, and that's a Turbo Chem Tank on top of the Poppy now as well. Shockwave brings it back in. Wei goes for the dunk down. It's a smite battle, but now for Chris. Thinking he was going to get Strive there on the return. The flag and drag back in. Wei's not done. And he's not really dying either at half HP with Ignite. I might be wrong, but the flash play from Chris. Gorgeous. Over the wall, Loyan joins the fight once again, but Doggo's here to bark at him. And for BLG, it's as easy as that. Yuyanjia, welcome back to the Rift.
Stuttering, and you're like, oh hey, look, they're clearing out waves, and like suddenly everything on your screen is a fight. Is Chris lands a death sentence?
Okay, well I can see this one. The flash in from Loyan. Great response. Cube gets out the flag and drag from Wei to bring it back to Super Mega Deathrock in the back line. Cataclysm buys time, but Wei's out of there immediately. Doggo gets the trade, but Strive with the package on the back line, lines down Fofo, who dodges away. His counterpart is going to get through it as well. Doggo with the double kill. I'm ready to howl again.
2 for 2 across the board for both sides. We do see Dragon up, and BLG still trying to find it, breathe. That was extremely close to being able to take down iBoy.
But Gromp is
I think
huge.
he's going to be able to get away, though.
Bree's going to look for another blast. But
1-for-1 trade, but
okay.
at the end of the day, 5-0 Doggo.
Starting to really ramp up the fighting. Chris is set in the dark passage for Doggo to get away from Yuyanjia. RA on the right wing. Cube now isolated here with 3 members. Doggo only goes forward. What a good boy. Lyric, BLG have 5 people versus 3. Look, the Jinx is mid. iBoy not joining, but Chris dies. Didn't make a death rocket. Hits a full health member, so Breathe doesn't care. Onto Yuyanjia right in front of the Baron. BLG are using poke, but still losing. Strive is abusing the corky here, Lyric.
The Aphelios.
Especially if they can set up the picks here. Forget the fight onto Loyan. The flag and drag. The hook connects. That ward behind the rocky face was clutch. Now no jungler for RA. Gold lead or not, it's a 5 versus 4 without smite.
And BLG just going to look for it. They have the gun combination to go for it. Crisp on the opposite side.
Oh my god.
Fishing.
Strive's poke damage huge onto Wei. He's gonna dodge, smites down. BLG survived now, and Yuyanjia interrupted. Death sentence, no connecting. But onto iBoy again. Wei's gonna be the target. You can see that RA are low, poking back. They've lost the Baron. They almost secure yet another kill, and Cube doesn't commit. Lyric, RA this time are gonna be down in gold.
Are coming out.
Strive
just walking and making his way up, though.
Strive used his package over at the Dragon. So that's not available. He's at half HP as he joins in. Perfect guns for Doggo, but he's about to run out of crescendo. Baron's starting to go down. The fight begins. Into the back line. It's Wei with the jump in onto Loyan. He takes a bit of damage. He smites down early. In fact, that was Loyan who looked like he healed up. Or maybe both. Doggo forward, though. Doggo's ulti forward. Oh, my God, Doggo! Oh! RA are gone, and BLG, that's a spicy way to start or end off game 1.
We were joking about if Doggo would make the same play we saw in the last series and make it work, and he does. He gale forces forward, finds the Moonlight Vigil, takes a bunch of members of RA down. That turns into the Baron for the side.
Lyric, a big Baron it feels like as Loyan's ulti comes through. Cannon minion sitting there. The minions come back after getting pretty annoyed. The wave clear from iBoy doing quite a lot. BLG anxious to go in as Yuyanjia's hook is a tad short. The Baron has a minute left on it. A 2K play that has really cemented BLG here in this game. Lyric, TP's going to come through. I think we're going to do this again. Try and get the most out of the Baron for BLG.
We're going to see Strive is able to put out a massive amount of damage with those rockets. Luckily, everyone on BLG sidestepping the big one. Now RA need to be careful. If Chris can find a hook, this could lead to an end.
Cataclysm comes through as well. The shockwave brings Yuyanjia back in, deleted by the top laner in a matter of moments. It's breathed in, and Doggo once again. Look at this. The range comes through. He may die in the end, but it is only 1 member left standing, and Cube on this Graves matters not. BLG bring their 80 carry out of GA. He's 11-0-3, and they find the dog they were looking for.
BLG, I think, were one of the most, I'd say, scary teams of the offseason in 2 different ways. Obviously in terms of their mechanical skill, the power they have on their roster, but also in the fact of, is this gonna work out? Of RA because of that, but you gotta assume
Hang on.
good Herald play should be able to equalize that.
Ultimate in the top side. Everyone with a perfect execution at the ready. Breeze goes in on top of Cube. The ignites there, the 5-point strike, and it's first blood. Solo a bolo. Loyen comes in for the trade, but I'll tell you one thing. That gives me hope in Breeze. Zakali once
Heavily into MR on the opposite side very early on, but Breeze getting punished.
Yeah, he is. Level 11 goes in for the perfect execution underneath turret, jumps back in, gets one!
Oh,
What? Again! Again, he got it! Lyric, how?
Cube is getting absolutely styled on. It's sad to say for the side.
Bring us to the reality that Cube got the same thing done to him again as iBoy gets depth charge, the flash immediately, the shockwave back. iBoy did not flash or heal himself, but now with the TP play, the Chaos Storm, this bruised up. A flash over the wall, but Yu Yanja's there, dodging away from the Winner's Bite. Fofo with fancy feed. The ultimate from Yu Yanja gives Strive an open opportunity, and the Victor picks up one in return. So Strive on the board here.
I doubt is going to happen. They're probably going to avoid each other. Would just benefit Breeze who finding the solo kills. Speaking of kills,
in a 1v2, he didn't want to get caught out here. Waited for Weiwei. Breeze is just dead immediately. That's Loyan's burst as the Jarvan with the Cataclysm. But Yuyan just helping out the depth charge in the back line. Strive flashes away. He's built space, and Weiwei actually surviving. And here's Doggo once again. Don't make me do it, guys. He's going to get stunned up by the gravity field. Doggo joins the fight, and RA pay the respect.
I guess to go with your analogy, it's like when you're picking between the quarter pounder and the Big Mac and you just decide, I just want some ice cream, and then you get it and you leave.
Okay. You shouldn't quote my analogy. You'll come down to the hole where I am anyway. Chris ready for the dredge line in this game. Well, we still haven't seen a kill for quite a while, but it's soul time once again. Cube caught out. The flag and dragon in the backline while Breeze is dealing with him. This Gwen perfectly executed. Doesn't get a chance to heal it up. Dragon not started, but Weiwei is low. And this jungler, I don't know if he smites early here, Lyric. He doesn't have it available, but RA are losing their mid laner.
Well, that breathe this TP necessary to be able to continue the fight. And then, again, it sets up poor Doggo and Fofo as well. But Chris
might have to put the door down once again. The ultimate there, the Glacial Fisher, not going to be laid down until now, but he's out. Doggo sends the ulti down the path. Weiwei the next target, but he has the GA as Chris flashes forward. Wants this to end. The shockwave catching the jungler. Chris going golden, but Doggo ready with the shurikens once again. And look at this with Cube on the backline. Doggo runs into his circle. He goes golden, and Cube now at half HP, but Strive's there. Doggo flashes away, still alive. This man is wild again. We howl for the new 80 carry of BLG Lyric as they look to end it all here.
Yeah, they're going to go for the push, and I think they have it. Only 3 members on the side of RA Live. No ultimates either.
I want to watch iBoy here because the Strive rolls in as well. One Nexus turret already going down. The Shockwave not up and available. 15 seconds is Weiwei. Cataclysm's in. Breeze sent off. BLG don't have the health bars nor the jungler anymore. I'm watching for Fofo though because in 5 seconds he should have that Shockwave available if they want to turn and burn, but it's over for here. But definitely for RA, not over in this series yet.
Nice push coming out from BLG. I even think Weiwei dying at the end is worth.
Bell shield, excuse me, with the flag, but you know what I mean, guys? Yu Yanja getting a little bit low. Crisp on the angle for a hook. That dredge line has been deadly. And his depth charge to pick someone else out as well. Yu Yanja on the wing, only level 11 here, and he's actually been caught by Breathe. It's not a solo kill, but I'll take it. RA lose their support, and Lyric, Baron again, this one goes even freer.
RA are reacting appropriately, though. They were trying to clear out mid-wave, so they don't have any tools to push with, and they're going to instantly take the dragon. So RA are going to have Soul.
But they're going to go back to the base. Lyric, the ping's going through mid, and okay, maybe not as hypey as I thought. Soul given over. BLG get the Baron for it, and you know, when you're this far behind, that kind of feels okay.
RA are happy with that trade.
Breathe with the shuriken flip over the wall. The Mountain Soul going to block a lot of the damage we're talking about here. Weiwei jumping in again. The death charge in the back line. BLG want to end here. Cataclysm for Weiwei as he goes into GA. Kind of secures it, but breathe into the back line. The Akali's doing work, and Doggo from the other end. It's beautiful from BLG. They sacrifice jungle support. But everyone's still there. And no shuriken flip follow up here, Lyric, but with the Baron buff and the Nexus turret standing, BLG want to make it a clean 2-0. It's been about Doggo here today. It's been about BLG remaining undefeated as they 2-0 the Rare Atom.